This is Harumi. Welcome to my very first After Effects tutorial. Today we are going to be creating a jar with a magical star in 20 minutes. Yay! So first we'll be creating the glass jar. Then we will make a cute little animated star. After that we will add particles for a stardust trail. And finally we'll be adding a sound. So let's get started. Let's start by creating a new composition with a resolution of 1920 x 1080. Let's name it to main. Click OK. I already prepared a palette of colors I'll be using for this project. Here is a selection. I will lock this layer in case I select this layer by accident. Select the ellipse tool and draw the shape with any fill color. We are creating the bottom of the jar first. I picked blue. Name this layer jar bottom. To make the body, select the rectangle tool and draw a rectangle with blue as your fill color. To make a curve, pick the Add Vertex tool and add the new vertex in the middle. Click Ctrl plus Alt key so that we can create a little arch matching the bottom of the jar. And name this layer jar body. Next, create the top of the jar. Select the ellipse tool and draw the shape with the color you picked for the bottom of the jar. And let's adjust the size using the zoom tool. Make sure that the edge of the ellipse is aligned with the body of the jar. And name this layer jar top. Now let's make the jar gradient. Click the jar body layer and go to fill option. Select linear gradient. You will see a blue line in the middle of the jar body. Make sure that we pick the light color. And add color stops and opacity stops. We reduce the opacity to 50% and the middle of the jar opacity to 20% so that we have a nice looking transparent jar. After we edit gradient, we can stretch the line of the gradient. Select all the layers and align them. Now we create the cap. Select the rectangle tool, draw the body of the cap. Pick the color as you like. I picked dark brown. To make a curve, select the Add Vertex tool and add the new vertex in the middle. Name this layer cap body. Next, select the ellipse tool, draw the top of the cap. Pick the color as you like. I picked lighter brown. Adjust the size of the cap top using the zoom tool and a pen tool. this layer capped up. Let's make a highlight. Select the fill option None. Select the stroke option solid color and 10 pixel. Using the pen tool and draw a line. The edge of the highlight is too sharpy, so we are going to make it around the edge. Select the layer and click stroke 1, find the line cap and pick round cap. Now we have a round edge highlight. Name the layer highlight. We will end by making the shadow of the jar. Select the ellipse tool and draw a circle with the color gray. I reduce opacity to 50%. Name this layer shadow. The shadow shouldn't be on top of the jar, so we take the shadow layer all the way down. Now to the front part animation. First, let's create a star. Click the right mouse button below all the layer. Then click New and select Shape Layer. Let's name this layer Star. Now we click the triangle button, then Add. Pick the polyester. This will give us our star. Let's bring the star outside of the jar. Star doesn't have a color yet, so we click the triangle button again and click Fill. Set the color to yellow. We want to make the star edges round, so we set the outer roundness to 50. And there we have it, a chubby cutie star. I want it to look a little bit more roundish, so we can also change the inner roundness to minus 80%. Okay, like this. We want this star moving around inside the jar. So first, let's make it a little bit smaller by setting the scale to 70. We no longer need the color layer anymore, so let's make it invisible. Now to the animation. First, let's set its position. We will add a new keyframe in the timeline like this and then move the star to its next position. We will do this 4 times. Have some fun. Bounce the star wherever you like. Like this. Okay. So we want the star to come back to the beginning position. So we copy the first position and then paste it to the last in the timeline. My star animation seems to be shaped like a star. Let's check that the star animates. Hit the space key and play. The star comes back to its original position. But see here, when the star hits the jar, it looks quite soft. So I want a bit more impact. Let's sharpen the bounce by using the Convert Vertex tool. Hit each corner like this. And let's take a look. looking good. Now we want the star to rotate. Hit the rotation 0 second and go to 5 seconds and type 2, meaning the star rotates 2 times till it comes back to its starting position. It's looking better! Yay! Now we are going to add the particle effect. Click the right mouse button below all the layer, click new and select shape. Make sure that the color of the layer is black. Let's name this layer glitter, not glitter, and then hit OK. Go over to the Effect and Presets panel. Type on the search CC particle word. Drag and then drop the CC particle word effect to the glitter layer. Scrap through your timeline. Whoa, so we see a lot of particles being emitted from the center. So to see our effect a little bit clearer, let's go to the effect setting of our effect. Reduce the burst rate to 0.5. Set longevity to 0.50. Yeah, looking better. So to fix this split, go to Physics, Velocity, and set it to 0.5. So take a look, and it's now looking better. Now we want the particle emitter to follow the star. We are going to manually animate the position of the emitter. Grab the red circle, drag our particle emitter to the center of the star. Go to Producer Settings and then hit Position X and Position Y. Select the misspelled glitter layer. As we can see, we have a few keyframes have already been set for us. And now we will position the emitter along the star's path, like this. Let's double check that the particle emitter followed the star. It's still emitting all over the place, but no worries, because we will come back to that later. Now to turn the particles into tiny cute stars, go back to the project window and let's create a new composition. Name it particle. We want it to be a square, so let's set the size to 200 by 200 pixel and the background color to be black. Go into the layer window, right click and create a new shape layer. For this one, we will go with polyester and add fill. Pick white for the color and then make a 4-corner star like this. Okay, and I wanted to make it a little smaller and slender using the inner radius property. So, well, you can have some fun here and make it any shape you want. It's looking beautiful, yes. And now I want to add a little bit of flicker. So let's go to Scale and click the stopwatch icon next to it and press the Alt key. We will see the expression editor appear. Type wiggle and 10 and 20 you can type, and now we have a flickering glitter. Yay! And name this layer particle. Go back to main, drag and drop the particle composition we just created below all the layers. And let's make the particle layer invisible. And we are going to apply this particle which is created to this particle emitter. And select the misspelled glitter layer. And go to Effect Controls and expand the particle tab. Change the particle type to texture square. You will notice that all particle vanished. No worry, we just need to assign a texture. And go to Texture, open the tab and the texture layer, select particle. Then set texture time to from star. This is going to play the entire star animation including the flickery animation. It's still emitting all over the place. So go back to physics, set velocity to 0.2. And go particle, set base size to 0.2. And set burst size to 0.4. Now let me bring back the color palette. Select the misspelled glitter layer, go to Effect, Controls. Pick the burst color and this color. So you can have some fun here, pick any color you like. Hit the space key to take a look. The star and the particle are drawing in front of the jar, so drag down the star and the glitter layers below the jar body layer. Yeah, and now it looks correct. Particles are still coming out of the jar, so let's make sure they stay inside by creating a mask. So go to the pen tool and draw the area where we want to contain the glitter and name it Alpha. Bring down to top of the glitter layer and select Alpha Matte. Alpha. And now the glitter is finally contained in the jar. Yay! Oh, so congratulations, our star is dancing inside the jar. So we made it to the final step. Yay! So we are going to import a sound effect. Go to Import, File, and select any sound you want. And drag it below all layers and then hit space to let it play. So this effect is too long, so we only need a shorter version of it. So we are going to trim the audio. Add some keyframes to the audio levels. I set the value to 0 for the duration of the bounce to keep the original audio. And I wanted the sound to fade after the star hit the glass, so I set the value of the second to the last keyframe to -20 and the last keyframe to -50. And let's see how it went. Good! Now copy-paste the sound effect at every time the star hits the corner of the jar. Hit the space key and play, and yay! We did it! So this is my very first tutorial. I'm still learning and I will work hard to make the next one a lot better. I'll be super happy to receive your comments and love to read your comments. If you don't like it, I'm still happy to receive any message. I hope that I can connect to people who are passionate about learning After Effects. Thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you soon. Bye!